So fourth roots of the complex number, root 3 minus I. So let us consider z is equal to x plus I into y is equal to root 3 minus I. So here x value is root 3. X is equal to root of 3 and y is equal to minus of 1 here. Then find the modulus of the complex number here. Modulus is given by root of x square plus y square here. That is the root of root 3 square is 3 and minus 1 square is plus 1 here. Square root of 4 is 2 here. This is the modulus of the complex number. Need to find the amplitude. Then the cos of theta here. So cos theta is equal to cos of theta is x divided by r and sin theta is equal to y divided by r here. Okay. In this case, x value is root 3 here and r value is 2 here. Therefore, root 3 divided by 2 and y is a minus 1 and r value is a 2 here. Cos is a positive and sin is a negative here. So according to the table here, the amplitude is a minus of 5 divided by 6 here. Cos positive, sin negative. In that case, amplitude is a minus 5 by 6 here. Therefore, here it is a Cartesian form here. Write this Cartesian form into the polar form here. Therefore, z is equal to r is 2 here. 2 into cos of theta is minus 5 divided by 6 plus I into sin of minus 5 divided by 6 here. So this is the polar form of the complex number. Here we want a fourth root of the complex number. Therefore take z raised to 1 by 4 equal to 2 raised to 1 by 4 cos of 2n pi plus theta here. Theta value is pi by 6 here, minus pi by 6. So write in minus pi by 6 and iq value is 4 plus I sin again 2n pi minus pi by 6 divided by 4. In this numerator 6 LCM here, 6 2 is 12, 12 n pi minus pi here and take 6 to denominator, 6 4 is 24 here. Similarly here also 12 n pi minus pi divided by 24, where n takes value 0, 1, 2 and 3 here. Because the fourth roots here, so 4 values are there. Now we go on and substitute n values here. So when n value is 0, cos minus 5 by 24 plus I sin minus 5 divided by 24 here. So this is a polar form and its exponential form is 2 raised to 1 by 4 e raised to minus pi into I by 24. Take this one as z1 here. When n value is 1 here, substitute here n value 1, 12 pi minus pi becomes 11 pi by 24. So its exponential form is this here. Take this one as z2. Put n value 2 here. From 2 to 24 pi. 24 pi minus pi gives 23. 23 pi divided by 24. This is an exponential form here. Take this one as z3. Put n value 3 here. 12 3 is 36 minus 1 35. 35 by 24 here. And this is an exponential form here. Take this one as z4 here. According to properties z1, z2, z3, z4 means these are in a GP with a common ratio e raised to 2 pi I divided by 4 here. Next, sum of these fourth roots of unity always 0 here. And a product of these fourth roots of unity minus 1 raised to 4 minus 1 here. 4 minus 1 is 3. Minus 1 raised to 3 is minus 1. And z is this complex number here. Root 3 minus I. Take minus 1 inside here. It gives minus root 3 plus I here. And modulus of each of these fourth roots is always equal to r raised to 1 by 4 and you know r value is 2 here. Therefore 2 raised to 1 divided by 4 And these are amplitude here, minus pi by 24, 11 pi by 24, 23 pi by 24, 35 pi by 24. These are the amplitudes here, and these are in AP with a common difference here. Here common difference 2 pi divided by 4, 2 on the 2 to the cancel, it is a pi by 2 here. And it is a argand diagram here. So circle divide into 4 equal parts here, Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4 are. These are the 4th roots of the complex number. It divides the circle into 4 equal parts whose radius 2 raised to 1 by 4 here. Here 2 raised to 1 by 4 is the radius of that circle here. Here this angle is this angle minus pi by 24, and this angle is 11 pi by 24. Total this angle is 23 pi by 24, and this angle is 3 pi divided by 24 here. And each angle between these two pi by 4, angle between these two pi by 2, angle between these two pi by 2 means 90 degree here. These are 90 degree, pi by 2 here. So angle between Z1 and Z2 90 degree, Z2 Z3 90 degree means they are perpendicular there. Z3 and Z4 angle 90 degree, Z4 and Z1 again it is a 90 degree. They are all perpendicular to each other because common difference is pi divided by 2. So next here, x plus or minus I into y whole raised to n is equal to x square plus y square raised to n upon 2 into cos n of tan inverse of y upon x plus or minus I into sin n into tan inverse of y upon x here. Just observe here. So let us consider z is equal to x plus I into y here. Then you know r is equal to root of x square plus y square here. It is the modulus of the complex number here. So you can write like this also, x square plus y square raised to 1 divided by 2. And you know cos of theta, x divided by r, and sin theta is equal to y divided by r here. Then this divided by this here. So sin theta divided by cos of theta is equal to y divided by r upon x by r here. R and r cancels here. Sin by cos is a tan theta. So tan of theta is equal to y divided by x here. Therefore theta is equal to tan inverse of y divided by x here. Therefore z equal to x plus y is the complex number in the Cartesian form here. Write this equation in the polar form here. So therefore z is equal to r is x square plus y square raised to 1 by 2 here. X square plus y square raised to 1 divided by 2. Then theta is tan inverse of y by x here. Therefore cos of tan inverse y divided by x plus I into sin of tan inverse of y divided by x here. It is a polar form of this complex number here. This is r cos theta plus I into sin theta. Theta is this here. Then take z raised to n here. So z raised to n is equal to x square plus y square raised to n divided by 2 here. Then use d motion here. Okay, here raised to n, take n inside here. So it becomes cos of n tan inverse of y by x plus I into sin of n tan inverse of y divided by x. Okay. Therefore, if z is equal to x plus I into y is this here. Suppose if it is a minus here, if it is a minus, then here it becomes a minus and this becomes a minus here. Therefore, x square plus y square is n by 2 cos of n tan inverse y by x plus or minus I into sin n tan inverse of y upon x. Okay. Next, sum of these complex number is this here. So just observe here. Suppose z equal to x plus I y here. So x plus I into y whole raised to n is equal to, according to this z here, x square plus y square raised to n upon 2 into bracket cos of n tan inverse of y divided by x plus I into sin of n tan inverse of y divided by x here. So it is a plus here. So write a plus here. Suppose if it is a minus here, x minus I into y whole raised to n. In that case, x square plus y square raised to n upon 2 into then the cos of n tan inverse of y by x minus x. Then I into sin of n tan inverse of y divided by x. Okay. Then adding these two, this term plus this one here, sum of these two. Here x square plus y square raised to n upon 2 is a common factor here. This is a common here. Then this term plus this term here, these two get cancels. This is a positive term and this is a negative term, both get cancels. Then the sum of these two is 2 into. So 2 into cos n of tan inverse y by x here. And if it is a minus here, subtraction means subtract these two. Then again this is a common factor here, right here common. Then this term minus this here, this becomes a negative and this becomes positive. In that case, cos term get cancels. Then sum of these two becomes 2 into I, 2i sin n tan inverse of y by x. So sum of these two gives this result, and subtraction of these two gives this result here. So the next property here, 1 plus cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n is equal to 2 raised to n cos raised to n theta by 2 sin cis here, cis n theta by 2, and 1 minus cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n equal to 2 raised to n sin raised to n theta by 2 into cis n pi by 2 minus n theta by 2. Just observe here, 1 plus cos of theta plus I sin theta raised to n is equal to, submultiple angle formula. 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta by 2. Trigonometric formula plus I into, and sin theta formula is 2 into sin of theta by 2 into cos of theta divided by 2 whole raised to n here. Then from these two terms, 2 cos theta by 2 common factor, 2 cos of theta divided by 2 is the common. Then remaining term is cos theta divided by 2 plus I into sin of theta divided by 2 here. Okay. Then this raised to n here, whole raised to n. Then 2 raised to n here, using laws of indices formula, 2 raised to n. Then cos raised to n theta by 2 here, cos raised to n theta by 2, and using the De Moivre's theorem, this raised to n means cos of n theta by 2 here, cos of n theta by 2 plus I into sin of n theta divided by 2 here. Therefore, this equal to 2 raised to n here into then cos raised to n theta divided by 2 here, and its short form is cis of n theta by 2. Can write this one as cis n theta by 2. So it is a required result here. Similarly, if you take this result here, 1 minus cos theta plus I sin theta whole raised to n is equal to, again using a submultiple angle formula, 1 minus cos theta is a 2 sin square theta divided by 2 plus I into, and sin theta formula is a 2 into sin of theta divided by 2 into cos of theta divided by 2, this raised to n here, whole raised to n. Then 2 sin theta by 2 common here, 2 into sin of theta by 2 is the common. Then write sin theta by 2, remaining term sin theta by 2 plus I into cos of theta by 2, this raised to n here, 1 raised to n. Therefore this is equal to 2 raised to n into sin raised to n theta divided by 2, and here especially in the previous result real part is cos, imaginary part is sin, then you can use a De Moivre's theorem here, direct can use a De Moivre's theorem, but here real part is a sin here, imaginary part is a cos, you can't use the De Moivre's theorem here. Therefore first you convert this one in terms of cos and this one in terms of sin using a allied angle formula. Sin theta by 2 can be written as cos of pi by 2 minus of theta by 2 plus I into sin of pi by 2 minus of theta divided by 2 whole raised to n here. You are using allied angle formula. So sin becomes a cos, cos becomes a sin. Now we can apply De Moivre's theorem here. So therefore this is equal to 2 raised to n. Then sin raised to n theta divided by 2 into bracket cos of n pi by 2 minus of theta by 2 plus I into sin of n into pi by 2 minus of theta divided by 2. Okay, you are using De Moivre's theorem. Take this n inside this bracket here, cos n of this one, sin n of this one here. Take n inside this bracket and n inside the bracket here. So therefore 2 raised to n here into sin raised to n theta by 2 into, its a short form is cis of n pi divided by 2 minus of n theta by 2. So the required